brain, beauty and brawn is what the Queen Nesrafiti is looking for. And in order to find out who has the best mind among these 5 men, in order to satisfy Queen Nesrafiti, of course, there is one common question that will be asked of all of you 5. You have in front of you a piece of paper and a pen. Write down your answer in a way that you can read, of course, because you're going to have to read your answer. You have 1 minute, gentlemen, to jot down your answer. And the question is this. Listen very carefully and focus. How do you focus? Yeah, this is how he focuses. Everybody focus. If you've just been told that you only had 1 month to live, God forbid, if you were told that you only had 1 month to live, what would you do in that month? 1 minute, gentlemen. I'm gonna cheat. Okay. The young men are writing their answers down, and we will soon find out what their answers are. Time's up, gentlemen. Please put your pens down. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, Martin. If you were told, God forbid, that you only had 1 month to live, what would you do in that month?
Okay, I would travel the world. I would want to have a lot of fun, obviously. I would love to meet a lot of women and do all the crazy things that you actually don't do all the time.
Now, should we ask him what those crazy things are? Well, it wasn't written down on the paper, so we can't ask that. Thank you very much, Martin. We move on to Vladimir. Vladimir, what would you do if, God forbid, you were told you only had 1 month to live?
Probably, first of all, if I will definitely go for a church and pray for forgiveness if I've done anything wrong to anyone. And if so, I hope that God will find a good spot for me.
Lovely answer, Vladimir, and I'm sure he will. God forbid. We move on to Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Did you write down your answer?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So what would you do if, God forbid, you only had 1 month to live?
If I had but 1 month to live, what would I do and why?
You're supposed to be reading.
Because I cannot take anything with me, I would give love. Love to my family.
That's right. You can't take anything with you, and love is the best thing that you can give, especially to your family. Thank you very much, Steve. Burke. Hi.
Hi.
So, okay, your handwriting is good. Now, would you like to tell us what you would do if you only had 1 month to live? I know this is becoming redundant, God forbid, but I have to say it every time because this is not a very nice scenario to think about. You only have 1 month to live, God forbid, what would you do?
I have got a possibility. I'm going to near terrorist and I give some roses to terrorists because I know and I believe everyone has got a heart and everyone has got a pangs of conscience. Thank you very much.
So you would give terrorists roses to make them wake up and bring out the good in them.
Yes. Yes.
Very good answer. He would deal with terrorism if he only had 1 month to live. Theodoros, are you going to be dealing with terrorists too? 1 month to live, God forbid, what would you do?
I would just continue giving goodness, respect, and positive energy. That's the most important.
And do you do that now?
I'm trying hard.
Trying hard. Those were the 5 answers, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Good ones. All of them were good. Queen Neserfiti has got quite a task ahead of her. What do you think of the young man's answers? Oh, lovely, yes. Very difficult. And the court? Good answers. Ladies and gentlemen, before we find out which of these 5 men will win the Queen's heart, it is time to thank a few people without whom this event would never have been possible. First of all, we'd like to thank Mr. Shakir Siljajaddin for all the international contestants. Thank you very much, Shakir. Varun Bal for the beautiful costumes that the young men were wearing tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Bal. Our choreographer, Kevin Oliver. Thank you for a fabulous show, Kevin. So we have 3 contenders for the for the throne of Egypt, right? 3 contenders. Third, Vladimir Cvetkovic from Serbia. He is the 3rd contender to sit on the throne of Egypt. Our 2nd contender is Steve from the USA. Steve Jones. You are the 2nd contender to sit on the throne of Egypt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to announce the future king of Egypt, the king that will sit next to Queen Neserfiti and rule over the kingdom. And that king is... Should we tell them now or make them wait for a little while?
Make them wait for a little.
Let them wait for a little while. So tell me, how's the kingdom going these days? Very hard to rule alone, right?
Yeah, it's running pretty smoothly.
Pretty smoothly. Well, it's going to run even more smoothly when we find out who the king is.